we've left home and it was about 8 degrees. Definitely not going to forget that this time. I saw a post from Central West and Jamie said that it was minus 4.5 last night. We're going to be sleeping in a swag. So we put some last minute extra clothes in the back of the car. Hopefully we don't freeze. So this run out west is going to be a lot of hills. It's been a while since I've been out to Central West. The last time I went out in the 300 and brought home a broken bullet after that 24-hour silly mistake I made.
Let's go on the bonus line. Holy dooly! That was full send. Holy, that was close.
So the problem we're having here, and we had it ever since we fitted the 80 front diff, with the steering we had tie rod at the back of the diff. So all my life, all my Hiluxes, I've had that particular part at the front. So it just felt like, even on 40s, every time we went out wheeling, I'd get caught up on it. So that was the main reason why we bought the Hellfire knuckles from Rough Stuff Specialties over in the US, was to bring all that steering and all those parts back to the front of the diff. They're up nice and high and it's happy days. And now if I wanted to, I could run a standard low pinion center if I needed to, a 456 Hilux one. And these custom length links, they were done at Hillfab. Josh there did these, Josh and Tilly. Any length you want. And then we mated the 80 series ends on. And so far, touch wood, bulletproof. We've hit the 110 zone, but I'm happy enough, more than happy, just to float on 100. We're in no rush to get there. We're still going to have some time up our sleeve for an afternoon or early evening wheel. Just got to get there safe, set up camp, have something to eat, and 100's probably as much as we'll push. Towing really well, a fair bit of stuff in the back. We've got the angle full of food. I've got the 12 4-litre oils for the participants that make the upcoming event. Spares, we've got the ramps, chainsaw, tools, a spare 35-inch tyre, 35 PSI in the airbags. It's coasting along nicely. It's been wanting to creep into fifth a lot more frequent with the roads being flat. So we've gone into the manual form and left it locked in fourth. See the blue graph there? It is going over 20 litres per 100 on the average. The revs stay higher. First climb, coming off the M4. I'm actually going to go back to drive so that it can lock back to third when it needs to. We've added in the engine oil pressure as well, and we'll explain that a little bit later on in the episode. It's in KPA and we're used to measuring that in PSI. Get back to third, still holding the speed limit. We're getting hot in the EGTs. We're almost at 600, but we've reached the 70 zone, so I can back off, put it back in fourth. Bus is coming out. Still holding the speed limit. Could easily go above it if I wanted. Amazing little 4-cylinder this is. Got plenty of power to put my foot down to pass this truck. It's not like I'm lagging and I'm just holding the speed. I've actually got backup. Not as much as that Audi. Didn't he put his foot down? Successful climb, very easy. So I've learned on the scan tool now to be able to record. There's an option to hit record, and then when I'm finished doing the pass or whatever I'm trying to achieve, I can stop recording and I can go back and look at it. The mighty Silver Bullet can now have a break. Going through the 80k zone all up through the mountains until we get to the other end, Mount Victoria, and then we'll do some more recordings. Apparently it's going to be cold where we're going.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yep, last night froze.
I know, it's kind of like we know we're going into a storm without any protection, no umbrellas. It's like we know that we are going to freeze tonight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. What an adventure. Oh dear, Nicholas is in charge of the treats. Michelle's not here. We just had one 2 minutes ago.
No, we didn't.
Taking off with the auto was just effortless. Pushing on this hill, and it's not because there's a Datsun up ahead, and just because we can. Easily caught the traffic.
Still sounds like a sewing machine though.
Oh, come on. Beefed up sewing machine. Coming down the other side of the mountain. Check this thing out. We've been doing a bit of research on it. It's like a hybrid BMW. It's got 369 horsepower. How much did you say it cost?
330 grand.
And only 2 people can sit in it. So for the whole drive so far, it was colder at home. I mean, here we are coming down Mount Victoria now, and it's still 11 degrees, so it's quite warm. We left home at 8. On the brakes hard, coming down Mount Victoria, it's second in the manual form, and they're spongy. They'd be steaming hot. Should we use the safety ramp?
Yeah.
Well, I can smell them now. It's a big hill. So good doing this trip on a Thursday in the school holidays. It's 12:30. There's nobody on the road. Lunchtime, 11 degrees. He's in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Is it cold?
A little bit.
I would start to climatise as if it's going to be freezing when we get to where we're going.
Yeah.
Let's have a sandwich. Check all the straps, have something to eat. All looking good. Bearing check. Yeah, pass. Will we make that turn? That looks like it's a switchback on itself. Oh, what? If it is, I won't make that. No way I'll make that. We need to find somewhere to turn around. Nice. So oil pressure is typically measured in pounds per square inch. It's a PSI. That indicates the force at which the oil is getting pumped through the motor. Now the normal range is between 25 and 65 PSI. So this scan tool's measuring in kPa. So 1 PSI is the equivalent to 6.9 kPa, which is 172 to 448 kPa. This is one of the doozies coming up. So the biggest reading we got from Sydney to Mudgee, and that's a fair big tow hill-wise, towing 3.2 tonne, was 450. So that's the equivalent of 65 PSI. The hottest transmission temps that we recorded was 76 degrees Celsius. I mean, we were getting hotter in high range last time we were up at TJ's off-road. So I'm happy with that. We're safe as houses there. EGTs, we hit a tad over 600 a couple of times, but not for long. Otherwise, the rest of the time we were 550 and under. I put that down to the 3.5 inch exhaust from Torquet because we had readings last time round higher than that. And one of the benefits from this bigger exhaust, in their words, is lower EGT temps. So we've proven that. So what we can say is that towing the 3 odd tonne, the car is safe in the numbers from the ECU from factory. We're on a 35 inch tyre and not one thing done to the motor to be able to tow comfortably, hold speed, have plenty of power to pass, be awesome at takeoff. Then you can unhitch what you're towing, put it in a low range, and you've got enough gearing to be able to go slow. Still in fourth, holding 90 Ks. Still got a bit more pedal, it's not all the way to the ground. What goes up must come down. The 1 or 2 big downhills, yes, I did use a manual. Brought it back in a second to help hold because, you know, the brakes on the 79, whilst we've put the J-Max brake booster on it, it's a lot better than from new but the bigger tyre, it does want to run away on you. But using the gearbox, it will hold. I'm using manual a lot coming down the other side of those climbs, using third and even sometimes second to help hold, but also to give the brakes a bit of a break. It's 5 degrees, you're eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Made it in, we're in low range. First job, we've just gone through the job lists.
Firewood.
Firewood, fire, set up camp, because it's going to be cold here tonight. The ramp's still here. I can get bullet on it this time. I didn't get the opportunity to last time because it broke. I got mums on there.
Alright, got some little bit of firewood and you're already onto that.
You got some kindling? Let's get set up. He's down in the gully getting wood, and the way I'm thinking is, I mean, we put this up nearly every night in the desert. I just whacked it up quickly. And then what we can do is we can drop this down before we actually go to sleep. And this will protect us from the frost. Put the tarp down, then the Oz tent ground sheet, and then the swag. Bit of cedar to split up from home. I saw there's a nice log there. There's plenty of wood, we've got time. We can get the chainsaw out. So only bringing one tarp. I think I'm going to have to keep the tarp to put over the top of the motor of this, or over the cab, because this won't start in -4 degrees. And hopefully this keeps the cold from our backs. The one ground mat, I might fold it in 2 and then stick the swag on top. They're only cheap BCF swags, but they did that trip across the desert. I mean, we were warm. Swag's almost up. We'll get the bedding in. Nicholas is splitting cedar. Good job. Shell's done awesome for us. Look at that, -10 and a -5 sleeping bag. How good's that? I was just thinking to myself, remember that time we came in here? We came with the Oz tent and we left the zipper open and we were stuck up in the bush somewhere.
Oh yeah?
And we couldn't get back and we had to sleep in just wet. That was crazy. Oh, I'm struggling to get up it. The tent gets flooded. Bit of water in here. So the bedding's done. The fire's going before the cold. Do you know what it means when everything's going to plan? No. I have to say we are hemorrhaging badly. Normally you have a little hiccup here or there. Like the old spin effects. Another night in the cold weather. It was up at TJ's. It got left not under cover and ended up looking like a popsicle or an icicle. The old traps are showing a bit of sidewall wear. I saw a bad one here. Clearly it's not leaking. They're probably like an inch thick anyway. Bullet not being the priority to get off. Priority was to make camp and have warmth for tonight. -4 it was here last night. Picturesque. Look at it. If the wind comes from that direction, we can pull this down on an angle. It looks so clean and tidy and new. No scratches. What's going to happen? Oh, this is nuts, guys.
Oh, look at that. Well, that's stuck.
Okay, we got to get firewood. We've got the husky on the back. That's the only time I like to say husky, is when I'm cutting wood, not when I'm riding bikes. Always unplug the RC battery. Oh, the sun's gone. We've got the fry pan on the grill. It's cold, right? We've got our beanies out. Who have you got? It's a rain tamer. It's upside down. Hang on. It's a rain tamer, yep. And I've got Penrite. I love them both. We're going to freeze tonight! We're having sausages tonight or lamb cutlets?
Sausages.
So we need to get the onion on. We're going to cover bullet or it's not going to start tomorrow. Doesn't like cold weather, that Hilux motor. Alpine diesel might work.
What's that?
It's the diesel you get when you go to the snow.
Oh.
a special diesel. It doesn't
Freeze.
basically freeze, clog up. Onions on. How good did Mum do? She packed us onions and sausages,
And butter.
sauce. You got vegetables and butcher sausages too. None of this Coles or Woolworths stuff. Proper beef sausages. Peter's Meats in Maroubra. Amazing meat. Hopefully that little bit of cloud cover doesn't bring rain, but holds the cold out. Dessert after that scrumptious meal.
Yummo.
How's it going there?
That's actually pretty good.
Bit of wheeling tomorrow, yeah?
Oh yeah.
We'll have a good night in that swag. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We survived. Not as cold as we had anticipated. It was cold. You can see over the fence, all that wood there, you can see the frost on the top of it. Still got half a moon hanging out. Question is, will the spin effects, will the gas actually flow? I need coffee. Oh, my hands are frozen. Oh, I can hear gas. Come on, John, come on. Struggling. Yay! Oh, still struggling. Yeah, she's on all 4 cylinders. A 4-cylinder.
Sewing machine.
All right, we've got our coffee on, or kettle on. Bit of frost on the old angle. Loves it.
What did I see?
Oh, it's cold enough to wear motorbike gloves.
I'm wearing ski gloves.
You got ski gloves on? Check the top of the fridge out.
Oh.
Good?
Yeah. We don't even need the fridge.
No, you don't need the fridge here, but you know what? I think the angle took all the cold and it didn't let anything freeze. Cheap fridge with stuff would have frozen inside. All right, my coffee's up. Yeah. We'll wait for that sunrise and then we'll kick the beast over. Poor kid, every couple of bites he has to go warm his hands up. Mine are cold through my gloves. So how cold is it right now? That's what Nicholas just asked. And I've got the... All right, so the car says 0. So that means that it could be below, because it doesn't go below 0, this thermometer. And get Jamie to tell us how far under 0 it went last night. He'll have a thermometer up at the house. Imagine you didn't have a windscreen in your vehicle. So happy I decided to get one back in. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Max, for your participation in me having it on there. But I don't know now if those wipers are going to work. Remember up at TJ's we were having dramas with the wipers? The sun's just starting to come up the other side of that hill. Just starting to get feeling back in these things.
Look at all the frost.
There's heaps of frost. You can see it now with the sun shining down. I think we're in the minuses, mate. In the minuses.
Sure.
The night did feel long. We went to bed quite early. Now the problem with this kind of time of year is your days are short. I think the first thing we might do is go up to the travel ramp. Okay, we're definitely thawing out now. Place is looking really good as well. Look at that blue sky. We got reception here, so we're touching base with Mum. Nicholas is sending videos of our expedition. Look at the colour in the sky. Amazing. What's that? Be patient, I know. Look, the table wasn't even set up long. I put my coffee down and slid away. And there's ice on it. But the table has only been out since we've been awake. Look, slide! Phew. Oh yeah! Okay, so I think we've let it thaw enough. All right, we've got glow, so there is power. 11.2. It should kick over quite easily. Yes. White smoke because it's probably cold. No. So the dramas we've had of late at TJ's before the incident was, oh, the wipers work. Do they turn off? Yes. We're all good. Imagine not having a windscreen. Look at the ice in there. Phew. The next episode, we start scouting out tracks. We've got a couple of brand new ones that we didn't use at the first 24-hour drive till you drop here at Central West, and they're doozies, these first two. We also have to have the draw for the running order. That's always exciting, just before any 24-hour. Please tune in for that one. I hope you enjoyed this one, and as always, thanks for watching.